So once again guys, I have some leaked images for Boruto episode, or an upcoming Boruto episode. I should have just probably said Boruto episode 100 leaked images, but you know me, I'm just a complicated guy. But before I actually get into the video, I'd just like to say that later this week, or probably next week, I'll be uploading some theory videos. So finally, the theories are going to be back, because this channel was originally created for theories, and I realized like, yo, it's been a while since I've actually made a theory video. So yeah, prepare yourselves. Next week or later this week, theory videos will be dropping on the channel. So do come back, subscribe if you aren't subscribed as of yet. And with that said, let's get into these leaked images for Boruto episode 100. The first image that we have is of Boruto. And if you look like, in the left hand corner, or it's Boruto's right, but to us, watching this on a screen, it's the left hand corner. So you can see that Boruto is using the Rasengan. That's the Rasengan in his hand right there. So like, Boruto's going to be using the Rasengan in this episode, which is, pretty cool. And like, recently the writers have been really, putting emphasis on Boruto's curse mark, or should I say his karma seal. And honestly, I'm like really interested. Like, is Boruto gonna use his karma seal in this episode or this arc? Like, are they gonna reveal something big about the karma seal? I really don't know, but they've just been really putting it out there. Like, here are some shots of them just showing off the karma seal. Like, what? Yeah, honestly, I don't know, but the writers are just pushing it out there. So yeah, maybe the karma seal will definitely play a role in this arc. Who knows? Let's move on to the next image already. Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki are standing in front of the cage thing that I mentioned in the episode preview for this episode, like my breakdown. Okay, basically my preview breakdown for Boruto episode 100, I talked about an image or a shot that we got in the preview with this cage thing, and I said like, yo, they're probably putting the birds in there so that they could catch them, and it does seem that way because Sarada and Mitsuki appear to be holding these birds. They don't appear, they're definitely holding birds because we can see it. So they're holding the birds, and I do believe that they're probably putting the birds inside of the cage, so to collect them, and then Jugo is going to remove their curse mark, curse seal. Yeah, so that's what I think is going on in this image right here. Then the next image shows us Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, and Tosaka all looking at Jugo. I honestly don't know what's going on here, and like, my thinking cap is on, but I still can't come up with anything good to say about this scene, so let's just move on. This shot is a shot of Boruto with a goose. Now, in the preview for Boruto episode 100, we hear Boruto and Jugo talking about a goose, and what they're saying about the goose is like the lifespan, like the goose cannot fly or something like that. And Boruto's like, isn't that determined by whether or not how hard the goose tries? And Jugo is like, some people are just destined for this path and blah blah blah. So like, the goose is gonna play like some sentimental role in this episode, like to teach Boruto a lesson, or should I say for Jugo to teach Boruto a lesson on the predestined path. That's also the title for this episode. So yeah, like, the goose is gonna play I think it's gonna play a major role in this episode. So next image, it's of Jugo with the goose. So everything that I said previously about Boruto with the goose could be encompassed with Jugo having this goose here. So like, we don't really need to talk about it again. I'd just be repetitive. So the next image is of Sarada. Sarada has a shocked look on her face. Now, spoilers for Boruto episode 100 have stated that, they're going to lose the tranquilizers, basically the only things that could keep Jugo at bay for some time. And in the preview for Boruto episode 100, we saw Sarada with one of the tranquilizers. So is this a scene where Sarada loses the tranquilizers that she had, or loses all of them? I honestly don't know, but it does seem that way, and this is the only possible reason why I think Sarada would be surprised in this episode, but it could always be something else. So yeah, Sarada probably lost the tranquilizers in this scene, and she's like, oh my god, what did I just do? So let's continue on to the next image, and we see Tosaka talking to Boruto. Now in the preview, like, the 30-second preview for Boruto episode 100, we saw Tosaka and Boruto talking, but they were in front of the cage thing that I was talking about earlier. So this could probably be them from that same scene, but shot at a different angle. So yeah. Next image, we have Tosaka, Sarada, and Mitsuki all sitting around the fire. It's nighttime, and they're looking at something. Now, in the preview video that we got for, Boruto episode 100, we saw that at this time in the preview, like nighttime, that Jugo was undergoing his transformation, and we saw Tosaka hiding behind a tree while Sarada and Mitsuki basically had surprised looks on their face, and this was due to the fact that Jugo was undergoing his transformation. And yeah, so I do think that this is the same time that Jugo is probably starting to transform in this moment, and they're all just looking at him, you know. Yeah, probably. I really don't know, but I'm hoping. So the next image is of Jugo. It's a shot of Jugo, and he's undergoing his transformation. And yeah, I don't really have much to say about this, but the next two couple images are pretty interesting, as they are shots of the class rep Sumire. So the first one, we see Sumire. She has her kunai out, and she does appear to be like beaten up. So she's probably fighting with Momo and Sasami. Those are the two characters that were introduced in Boruto F99. Yeah, so we see Sumire, and she looks pretty beaten up. So could this possibly be that, you know, Momo and Sasami are that strong? They're giving, you know, Sumire a beating. They're beating her up. But this also brings me to wonder, where is Namida and Wasabi? Maybe Sumire told Namida and Wasabi to go on ahead and that she'd hold off Momo and Sasami on her own. If she did do that, I truly think that, you know, Sumire is a badass sometimes. She has her badass moments, but I think that was kind of crazy. I mean, you don't know the abilities of these guys and you would want to take on two of them at the same time. It was just crazy. But Namida and Wasabi probably, you know, off to get help, or, you know, they're fighting and losing as well. I don't know. You know, it's just hard to think at this point. But yeah, the last image that we have is of the new way protecting Sumire. So this is like bringing me to think more that, you know, Wasabi and Namida are probably gone on ahead to go get help from the Hidden Leaf Village, because I mean, we don't see them at all in any of this image. You would think that they would be near to, you know, a Sumire who is collapsed on the ground, because the new way is over her, protecting her, shielding her. So yeah, I definitely think that Namida and Wasabi have gone forward to go get help, while Sumire is fighting off against Momo and Sasami in this fight. So yeah, class rep, I think you made a really bad decision, but let's hope that Sumire comes out of this alright. She's definitely gonna come out alright, right? So guys, with that said, this brings me to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like down below, and also guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you hyped for this episode? Are you even watching this arc? Just let me know what you guys think in the comments. So subscribe to the channel, because Humble X needs them subscribers. As always guys, have a blessed day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.